Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would do an updated luxury wish list. Just letting you know this is more of a realistic wish list. Basically, items that I would like to buy by the end of 2023. Obviously, I'm not going to get everything on this list because I am not made of money, but these are the items that I'm interested in. Let me know if you guys own any of the items that I mentioned and maybe give me feedback. If you own them or if you tried it on and then you returned it, because that would save me a lot of mucho dinero. So if you guys are interested, then just keep watching. So the first jewelry piece that I would like to get in 2023, most likely I won't get it, but we will see. But ever since I came back from Japan, of course, I would love to add a Mikimoto pearl necklace. So I can't decide between the one with the little diamond bit on the top. I love pearl. If you guys don't know, I have this like little pearl ring that my friend got for me, and then I also have a pearl earring, and I have a pearl necklace that one of my ex-boyfriends got for me. Ironically, they're all from Majuri. Pearl is one of my favorite just gemstones in general. I really like it. I mean, if I had money, the one Mikimoto one that I would get is kind of this like coppery color, just because I've never seen it before. Everyone has seen white pearls and then the black pearls, but this copper one is beautiful. However, it is very expensive. The one that I'm leaning the most towards is just the plain one. Thankfully, it's the cheapest one. I'm really regretful that I didn't buy this in Japan. I did pass by a couple Mikimoto stores. At the time, with the price conversion, it would have been maybe 700-ish, but now in America, USD, if I just bought a Mikimoto store here, it would be over 1,000. So that's the tragedy there. If my family ends up going to Japan at the end of this year again, then I'm gonna ask my mom to grab it for me when she goes. Okay, so the second thing I've been wanting, and 100% it's influenced by Jennie. So it is a Coco Crush ring. I've been back and forth on which size I wanted to get. Originally, I wanted just kind of the thinner one, but honestly just because of the price point. But aesthetically, if I were to get a Coco Crush ring, I'm pretty set on getting the bigger size, either the medium size or even the big size. I'm gonna see if I can find a photo of it, but there was on an Instagram story that Jennie posted, she had a really big one on her thumb, and I actually really like the aesthetic of that. I don't wear any rings on my pinky or my thumb, and I want to add a pinky ring, which sounds so funny to say, but I definitely want to add a thick thumb ring as well. So leaning towards the thicker one, but unfortunately the price of that ring, because it's Chanel and it's ginormous, is I think like 4,000, 5,000 maybe. It really hurts me, but it is solid gold, so it's definitely a forever ring. And I like that you can really see the quilts, whereas the thinner band, the quilts aren't as prominent. But if I were to get the thin one, I would stack it, kind of how people do with the Cartier bracelets. I'm gonna find a picture. This one Chinese influencer I follow, she stacked her ring and it was just really pretty. I think she had the white gold and then the regular gold on it, and I actually really like that. So either the fat one or the thin one, but two of them stacked in different tones. So it's essentially the same price, two thin ones and one fat one. And then just for food for thought for long term, like maybe when I turn 35 years old, this will be my present towards myself, I would love to get a vintage Alhambra malachite bracelet, obviously in gold, because you know what really inspired me? I know everybody wears Van Cleef, especially in the luxury YouTube community, but the one person that made me really truly want the Van Cleef bracelets is Adele. She wears the onyx and the red one together all the time, and it's like her everyday bracelets, and I just love the aesthetic of that. It's very simple. I'm sure she owns a Rolex, I'm sure, but she just always wears those two bracelets. No Cartier, no nothing, just those two bracelets, and I just love the aesthetic of that. So I would love to get a malachite one and probably a solid gold one as well. Again, long-term wish list. And then also just a little tip is that the Van Cleef sales associate told me that malachite is actually their most delicate stone that they own. I thought it was mother of pearl, but it's actually malachite, so that's just for anyone that's thinking of getting it. As you guys know, green is my favorite color, so that's really unfortunate because I wish malachite was as hard wearing as onyx is, because then I could just wear it all the time. But if I had the malachite bracelet, I would have to take it off. Okay, so enough of jewelry. I'm really sorry. Let me just get into the bags. So the first one is a bag that I actually haven't talked about on YouTube, but it's been on my mind for maybe the last 3 months. And the inspo of me wanting this bag is Chantel Jeffries. She is a DJ and kind of an influencer. So she has this bag in green. So I follow her on Snapchat, so I watch her stories, and this is basically her everyday bag. Like when she goes shopping, when she's just running around, she has this bag. When she travels, because if you don't follow Chantel Jeffries on Snapchat, she's just constantly posting on Snapchat. So I already know that she loves and adores this bag. I think maybe last month she actually bought this bag again, but in the blue color. So you know when a celebrity truly loves a bag, they buy the same bag in a different color. And then that just really made me want to get it. So I believe that this bag is technically part of the men's line. I think the only gripe about this bag that I wish just looked differently is the strap. So the strap is somewhat adjustable, but I don't like how the way it juts out, I think, is what I don't like. But I also love how thick it is. It just looks really comfortable. Even though Bottega has been such a prominent brand in the last 4 to 5 years, I still feel like it is a you know brand. For example, if I was wearing a Bottega Veneta bag and I asked my best friend what bag is it, she would have no idea what it is. I'm sure she's heard of Bottega, but she doesn't know what that is. So there is still so many people that aren't into luxury that they don't know signature Bottega weaving. So it is kind of an under the radar bag. And on top of that too, the price point of this bag is slightly cheaper because obviously it is not leather, it is tech fabric. So it's kind of this internal battle of, do I want to pay over $2,000 for fabric? But then at the same time, I feel like I would really get my cost per wear out of this, especially in the darker colors. I think I could just chuck it around and not really care about it. It's kind of giving me an expensive version of the COS bag that Jennie always uses. It's really been on my mind. I mean, the price point isn't horrible. It's expensive for not being leather, but it's not bad in today's price point. So if any of you guys own this one, I've really been thinking about it, and the next time I go into Bottega, that's the #1 thing I want to try on. The #1. So the second bag is another Bottega Veneta bag. So I've talked about this before, but it is the mini Arco tote. I honestly can't decide between the candy or the mini. I think aesthetically I like the candy size more. It's just really cute, but still you can put a good amount of stuff in. Obviously you can crossbody it. However, I feel like long term I would appreciate the Arco tote in a slightly bigger size. I've tried on both of them before and I just love them to death. Right now my favorite color is definitely the mermaid color. I saw this color I think a couple months ago in the regular cassette bag and I loved it. I asked the SA if it came out in another style and she said at the moment no, they only had it in the cassette. However, they do have this in the mini Arco tote now and I just love it. It's like green and it's bright but it's dark at the same time. Everything I love about it. I used to think that Bottega's rain tree green was my favorite, but the mermaid is just, it's bright but it's not bright at the same time and I just really love it to death. Also, update, I no longer want the Louis Vuitton on the go PM. I know I talked about it before, but it's just because I finally decided that I like the Arco tote more than the on the go PM, and on top of that too, they have not made the on the go PM in the reverse mono regular. They have obviously that weird strap with the pouch. That entire situation is just, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't want to pay $300 extra for a strap that I don't want. I just wanted them to take their normal on-the-go GM and just shrink it down into a PM size. That's all I wanted, but they're not going to do that for me, so I've moved on. I've digressed. It's all about the Arco tote now. So the next bag is a bag that I've talked about already, and it is the Dior Micro DJoy bag. I still want this bag, leaning towards the cloud blue, or if they come out with new colors this upcoming season, then we'll see. Unfortunately, so this bag used to be $3,100 and now it is $3,400. It got a good price increase. Unfortunately, what is that, like a 10% price increase? If I were to get it, I definitely want to get it before another price increase because $3,100 for a micro bag was already hurting my soul, but I just love it so much and I refuse to pay full price for a mini Lady Dior bag, so the micro is just kind of right up my alley. They actually have this new pink one with the hearts. First of all, I love the shade of pink. Second of all, pink with the heart quilting canage. It is so freaking adorable. I don't know if I saw it on Instagram or on YouTube. I'm gonna show pictures of it here as well. It's just so cute. It like screams Valentine's Day for me, and I love it. Like if you're super girly, this is the shade of pink to get. So we're gonna touch on Celine really quick. I'm still in my Celine era. I mean, this year is supposed to be about Loewe, but oh, I just became re-obsessed with Celine. So the number one thing that I know I want to add in my collection this year is white Celine Triumph canvas, which is so funny because when the white Triumph canvas first came out, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know why, it just looked kind of weird, but it's really truly grown on me. So there are 3 things. I would love to get all 3, to be honest with you. So the number one thing that I want to get is the Triumph canvas. It's like a ring holder. This was actually sold out for a little bit. So at the time when I was willing to buy it, I asked my SA and she told me that they were sold out of it, so I just had to wait a little bit. And then I ended up buying something else. So I was like, you know what, I need self-control. I can't get it. I already bought something else. So that was that. But I definitely want the ring holder. I just feel like that's so good for travel, just to keep in my purse, you know, in case you need to take off your rings for some reason and you don't want to put it in a like a Tiffany jewelry pouch, just because things can pop out in a drawstring bag, you know what I'm saying? The second thing that I want, they actually now have travel slash cosmetic pouches, whereas before they just had the one with the chain that you can use crossbody. So I think they have this in 3 sizes. I would love to get it in the medium size or the large size. I know a lot of people have the Louis Vuitton cosmetics pouch, but I think the Celine one would be so fun and cute and just different and special. And then the last white Triumph canvas piece that I would love to get, just have my little trinity, would be the mini Baissance bag in the white Triumph canvas with the little Triumph logo. I mentioned before that I really want this bag and it's still really cute. I've seen a couple review videos on this and a lot of people will like it. The only unfortunate thing is that it does not fit my phone. I just wish it was maybe like 2 centimeters wider, but that would be really cute if I just like had all 3 of these white Triumph canvases. So speaking of bags with no space, I think I kind of want a Celine mini Triumph bag. However, I never thought I would want this, truly, because I eventually want to get a Triumph shoulder bag like later on in life, you know? I think it's honestly the color. So Celine has this new light green color. It's not brand new, it's been out for a couple weeks now, and I just love it. It's giving me lemon lime crayon vibes, and I really like it because it's bright but muted at the same time and really soft. I think it's just the right tone, especially with the gold, that I really like about this green. I feel like it would look really good on my skin tone because I'm yellow, and this bag is like yellow but it's also green at the same time. I just really like it. I wish it was like $1,000 instead of $1,300 or even maybe $1,350. Like that's so expensive, but I get it, the hardware, the calf skin. So next time I go to Celine, I do want to try this on just to see how small it is, because I think it's slightly bigger than a Nano Baguette charm. If it wasn't for this color, I probably wouldn't want it as much. Okay, so 2 more bags, probably the most realistic out of everything on my list. The next one I'm just gonna run through really quick because I've talked about it so much. It is a Fendi Nano Baguette charm. So I already decided that I want this in the multicolored one because it has the vintage stripes on the inside and it's newly adjustable, whereas I do already have a Fendi Nano Baguette charm. However, one, it's not embroidered. I don't even think they sell it anymore. It's like a glazed coated canvas. So right now their regular FF brown canvas one is just kind of the fabric-y material, whereas mine, if it gets wet, it will just slide right off. And also the old version, the chain is not adjustable, and this one the chain is adjustable and it says Fendi on the little ball, which is a really cute detail. So I really want this. $850. It's expensive for a Nano Baguette bag. It's pretty expensive, you know, but I want it. What can I say? And then the last thing on my luxury wish list for 2023, it's going to happen this year. I know I keep saying it, but I have actually decided if I don't get this in the coming months, I'm going to get this by Christmas, is what I decided. And it is the Loewe compact hammock bag. So I finally decided on the 2 colors. I just need to try it on, see it on my skin tone. So either the compact hammock in gray with the silver hardware, which I love and adore because I just could see it matching with so many things. I wear a lot of light pastel blue colors, or like sky blue, kind of like a chambray blue. I also wear a lot of gray, a lot of white. I just feel like this would go so well. And one of the things that I like about this bag is that it is silver hardware, because I don't have a lot of bags that are silver hardware. I think I have maybe like 4 or 5 silver hardware bags. The rest are gold. So I would love to add another one with silver, and I think it actually looks good with the silver and the gray together. Or my second choice is getting the compact hammock in the color Toffee. So this color is on the newer side. It's not brand new, but it is on the newer side because before Loewe just has their signature tan color, and this Toffee color is a little richer, it's a little brighter, it's kind of like a brighter version of Chanel 21P aesthetic, whereas their normal tan I would say is deeper if you really want to compare them. And I just love the color name Toffee. It just sounds so delicious and And this one obviously does have gold hardware instead of silver. So I just want to try both of these on and see which one I like more. But for sure, I want to get it in the compact version. So before I did mention that I used to want this bag in the white color. However, when I did try this on when I went to Loewe with my best friend, I actually noticed that the compact hammock, well, one, if you just touch the ones that are kind of monochromatic with the same matching colored strap, just on feel alone, the leather actually feels very hard and stiff. Normally Loewe leather is buttery, chef's kiss, amazing, but for some reason the leather on this is just not enjoyable for me. Probably the only thing from Loewe that I'm not head over heels with. Actually, there's a couple other things that I'm not head over heels with, but that's a different story. I love that at the time the monochromatic ones came with a little porcelain rabbit. That was really cute because my father is born in the year of the rabbit, and the year of the rabbit and the rooster are like this. I noticed that even just the display ones, there was kind of a cracking or a creasing on it, and that was just display, whereas just imagining over time it wasn't gonna wear well. I asked my SA why is it so stiff, and he says it's just the type of calfskin that they use for that bag is why it feels like that. But if you try on the other hammocks, like with the smooth or the grain leather, it does not feel like that. It feels like your normal Loewe quality leather, which is great, amazing, long term, will wear very well. So just be wary when you are trying on the more monochromatic ones. That was something that was like a little bit disappointing, but it was fine because I eventually got my white bag. Because if I got that white hammock with a porcelain rabbit, then I wouldn't have gotten my white Chanel 22. So everybody wins. Alrighty guys, so we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like the #1 surpriser was the Bottega tech cassette. That one really just like caught me off of left field, just because seeing her constantly use it and seeing her buy it with her own money, it wasn't gifted. Like she literally went out and bought another one for herself. That should just show you how much she loves it. I would love for them to come out with the tech cassette in the denim. I feel like that would just be like a done deal. I'll be like, take my credit card, because you guys know I've been looking for a denim bag, and if they make that denim into the tech cassette, that would be phenomenal. But comment down below and let me know what your #1 wish list item is if you already bought it. So now you're on a no buy ban, which I fully respect. I'm trying to do a no makeup buy ban, but it's proving very difficult because Hourglass just released a new skin tint. But anyways, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps for my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.